All right guys, we were at the home gym today. We've got all kinds of equipment, but our goal is gonna be to show you guys that you can do a great full body workout with nothing more than a set of dumbbells, and they don't even need to be heavy.
For today's workout, we're gonna focus more on volume than on overall weight being used. So I'm gonna grab a set of 15-pound dumbbells, which is pretty darn light for me, and Patrick's gonna use 25s. We are gonna get an excellent workout, even though those are lighter weights than we typically use because of the volume. And if you guys hang around to the end of this video, we're gonna give you a few of our favorite dumbbell-only workouts that you can hit anywhere, anytime with just a set of dumbbells.
All right guys, so I'm grabbing a set of 25-pound dumbbells. The first thing that we're going to do is gonna be to hit legs, specifically posterior. We're gonna go 1 minute of work, followed by 1 minute of rest. We're gonna do that for 2 total rounds. In that working minute, I'm going to do 10 Bulgarian split squats in a farmer's hold on my right leg, then I'll do 10 on my left leg, switching every 10 reps until I hit that 1 minute window. Then we'll take a 1 minute rest. Chrissy and I are gonna switch, so it'll kind of be a 1-to-1. We're gonna do that for 2 total rounds. Honestly, we've done this without dumbbells and it's still nasty. 25s are gonna be more than enough to get a big pump. Pretty rough. First 10s are pretty easy, second 10s are not. So we're gonna switch. Chris is gonna get her minute of Bulgarian split squats.
So I wanna share with you guys something that took me a while to understand and learn, and once you can figure it out, it makes a big difference when you figure out what muscle you wanna target. We don't want our quads to be doing all of the work. So quad is gonna look like this. I have a smaller step, and I am thinking about going straight down, so my knee is going way out over. That is gonna be all quad. So straight down, knee forward, quad. That's not what we want. We wanna take a bigger, healthier step, have a slight initiation. You'll notice I kind of hinge just slightly to turn on my posterior chain, and then I sit down. That is going to be more of a glute exercise. So there's a big difference there. I recommend ditching the dumbbells, playing around with it body weight first, trying to figure out, am I isolating my quad or am I isolating my glute?
All right, so my heart rate was up. I've got a great pump in my posterior. Now we're gonna work the same type format on our quads. 1 minute of work, 1 minute of rest for 2 total rounds. This time it's gonna be no lockout goblet squats or front rack squats with our heels elevated. So we're gonna be spending some time on our tension. We're not resting at the top with our hips open. The no lockout means that we are constantly working. We don't get any sort of reprieve at the top of our squat, which normally, even though it's small, does tend to give you a little bit of rest. Chrissy's gonna do these on an elevated board. I'm gonna do them on a plate. Could do these with no plate. Because we're looking to engage our quads, it's gonna be a little bit more helpful is for our feet to be a little bit closer and for our toes to be pointed forward. If you can elevate your heels, it's gonna make it a little bit easier to put the workload on your quads. Had to take a couple breaks in there. The goal is to work for as much of that minute as you can, but that is a lot of time under tension, and I had to take a couple quick breaks.
Very similar to what I was talking about with the Bulgarian split squat. We actually do want to target our quads, so elevating those heels is really going to help us do that. We want to think about sitting straight down. Midline stays nice and tight, knees go forwards. I can hold something or I could do body weight, but I'm sitting my hips down, letting those knees go forward, keeping my midline nice and engaged, and then driving tall. And that is what's going to light those quads up for you.
All right, so we did 4 sets, and I'm drenched. We hit hamstrings, we hit quads, or we hit posterior and we hit quads. Now we're gonna move to the upper body. We're gonna start with triceps since these are a little bit lighter dumbbells before we move on to shoulders. And what we're gonna do is 2 supersets. I'm gonna do a max effort set of dumbbell tricep kickbacks on my right, max effort on my left. Then we're gonna go to skull crushers. We're gonna start with the dumbbells away. Then as we get fatigued, we're gonna bring them together, which is gonna make it a little bit easier to keep going. And we're gonna go to basically failure. We're gonna rest, we'll go 1-to-1 with Chrissy and I, and then we'll repeat that for 2 total sets.
It was really challenging for me after the kickbacks to keep the dumbbells separated. So I only got to do about 5 there, but then I went into like 10 or 11 with them smashed together, and I got a really great tricep burn. So we're going to max effort, and just think about where you're feeling that burn. We wanna be isolating the muscle we're trying to work, which right now is our tricep. An alternative that you could do if you go from the tricep kickbacks and you start to do the skull crushers and you're like, I am not gonna be able to do hardly any here, we want a bigger set. So instead of using 2 dumbbells, you can go with 1 dumbbell, same exact movement, pulling that dumbbell toward the forehead and then extending and hitting max reps here. It's gonna be slightly easier because I'm using 15 pounds overall, instead of a 15 in each hand. But again, we're working for that muscle burn and those bigger sets.
I'm drenched, got a great pump. Next thing we're gonna do is upright rows. We're going to do a max set of upright rows, elbows wide outside, trying to get our knuckles about up to our collarbone. As soon as we hit our max set there, we're going to go right into Z press. We're gonna hit a max set again with our elbows wide and outside. Christy and I are gonna switch. We're gonna go 1-to-1, max set upright rows, max set Z press, 2 total sets. All right guys, we're getting there. The next superset we've got has 3 movements. We're going to do dumbbell flies on a bench. So we'll be starting with our knuckles together, coming out to the side, hitting our chest, squeezing our knuckles together at the top. Then we're going to get into position number 2 if we're weightlifting. So we'll have a soft bend in our knees, pushing our hips back behind us. And we're going to do dumbbell flies. Both of those will be max effort sets. On our dumbbell flies, we're thinking about squeezing our shoulder blades together, coming out and away with our knuckles, then meeting them close together at the bottom of each rep. Then we're going into a max effort set of dumbbell push-ups. Again, Christy and I are gonna go 1-to-1, max effort set at each of those, no rest between. Our rest is gonna be when our partner is going. Time to hit the biceps. What we're going to do with these, we're going to do a max set of double dumbbell curls, starting with our knuckles facing our pockets, finishing with our knuckles facing our shoulders at the top. Once we've hit our max set there, we're going to go immediately into another max set of alternating dumbbell curls. Having a little bit of reprieve, alternating arms should get us maybe 10 to 15 more reps.
Biceps are a super important muscle group to work. I never really understood it, especially when I was competing in CrossFit, but we always did the accessory work anyways. And then you start to realize, wow, my ring muscle-ups are getting stronger. Wow, I'm getting more strict pull-ups. Wow, I'm keeping my shoulders injury-free. It's because those muscles are extremely important to isolate and to work on separately outside of all the other training you do.
All right guys, we just wanted to show you that you can get an awesome workout with a set of dumbbells, and again, it doesn't even have to be heavy. So whether you don't have much equipment at home or you're traveling and the only thing you've got access to is a set of dumbbells, it doesn't mean you can't get a great workout. Even if they're light, you can still get an amazing leg workout, focusing a little bit more on volume and intensity and shorter rest periods. We hit every muscle group today. I got a great pump. We're gonna call it here. If you wanted to though, you could also do some weighted calf raises. Even with a dumbbell, you could do some ceiling crunch with a dumbbell into some Russian twists if you wanna do a finisher with calves and core, which we often do. We run a home program as well for everybody who either works out at home or they travel. A lot of people follow other programs, but this one is nice when you're either at home and traveling. It always comes with a strength. You guys have seen how much you can do with just a set of dumbbells as well as a conditioning piece. Personally, my favorite conditioning piece with just a set of dumbbells is gonna be every 2 minutes. In that 2-minute window, you are going to do 10 dumbbell burpee deadlifts, 10 dumbbell front squats, and 10 dumbbell shoulder to overhead. You'll do that every 2 minutes for 10 total rounds. It takes 20 minutes. Ideally, we're looking to go about 1 minute of work, 1 minute of rest. It is a killer workout.
My favorite workout from last week was an interval workout that took 15 minutes. It started with 3 devil's press, into 9 push-ups with your hands on the dumbbells, into 15 dumbbell hang cleans, into 21 air squats. Complete it as fast as possible, rest the rest of the 3 minutes, and repeat it for 5 times for 15 minutes total. It's a great high intensity workout that all you need is 1 set of dumbbells and yourself, and you can get it done in 15 minutes or less. For more workouts like this, check the link below. We've got awesome minimal equipment workouts with 5 other programs that we offer in the IBEX Training app. If you enjoyed this video, we'd love to know that in the comments as well. And also comment on anything else you want us to break down or other styles of workouts that you want us to bring you on this channel. We love sharing with you. We love adding value, and we hope that we add value, and we hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day. And don't forget, if you did like it, smash that like button for us. We'll see you in the next one.
Stepping out flat. Body hot like July. Never brand on the inside. All I can say all night.